So I saw that Nicholas DeOrio made this tweet on Twitter talking about DarkViperAU. Dark Viper posted on the Viper Rambles channel and he titled it, "Why do unhappy losers live for drama?" Showing XQC, Willie Mac, Chud Logic, I guess this is Hassan, and just yapping and talking about drama YouTubers.
It's funny, like he says that Nick DeOrio doesn't believe what he says. I can assure you he does. And I think that's projection on your part because, you know, you put something out there and any kind of criticism that you comes to you is somehow stealing your content. You framed a perfectly good argument against copyright infringement into what's clearly, it's all about you, the megalomaniac.
Expecting this. When I woke up this morning and a YouTuber whose name I won't mention, but thank you very much for even queuing me in because I wouldn't have seen it because I thought I was blocked. All right, let me know that DarkViperAU wrote a fucking spoiler alert chat for me. Holy, dude, I was so happy. I was so happy. I'm gonna explain the whole situation to you and I'm gonna read this for the first time because if I'm gonna read this, I'm gonna be paid for it. I still haven't read it yet, okay? But holy shit. And we also have 2 Reddit threads to go through. Woo! We can read all about it. Extra. Whole controversy, dude. I didn't do anything. This is free. I get to talk about it now. This is fantastic. People are writing me being like, oh, Nick's just gonna fucking cover this on his stream. Yes, of course I am. Dude, why wouldn't I talk about this guy? This is a gold mine. Do you know him?
There was this one question he asked where he asked about like who I talk about. He asked who I talk to about this. Who do I bounce ideas off? And I said to him, like, I don't talk to anyone really. And then I'm a bit of a loner. Because I, in some respects, consider myself to be an old dog who was kicked a lot when he was a young dog.
Dude, this guy just goes live and willingly tells people that he's a bitch. I've never seen anything like it.
And so I don't really trust him.
I have no friends. Nobody loves me. I've been ripped through the coals. I have nothing. I'm sorry, chatter. Who said that? Who's the one who just said that? This is an old clip. Dylan Hart. My sincerest apologies. He's so much better now. He doesn't do this anymore.
So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if live streaming he is more successful than I am. It is a weird thing to say out loud that a known pedophile being outed as a pedophile will still be more successful than me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. That was way out of line to play that clip. He's so much better in current day.
I've just never really had anyone in my life that I can trust.
He said I'm sorry. That was just content. You're good, buddy.
Can I show something to you, Nick? I really like it. Why?
The closest thing I have now is my mods.
Oh god, his closest friends are his Discord and Twitter and Twitch moderators. Holy shit. It's painful. It's legitimately painful to watch this guy talk. So since we talked about this about a year ago, he'll come back in the news every like 6 months, okay? He'll pop back in every few months, something will happen. He filed a DMCA on Chud Logic that didn't go through a long time ago, and then he proceeded to hire a lawyer and get that pushed through a few months later after everyone stopped talking about him. So obviously it comes back in the news again. He talks to Turkey Tom, and then some other stuff happens that we'll get into in a minute, where he ends up losing his whole friendship with Carl Jobst, going crazy on Twitter and getting a Kiwi Farms page where now people are just looking into his entire career, finding all the funny, cringy shit that he ever did. And suddenly he goes from someone who's mostly flown under the radar, someone who has a very vocal audience who protects him and like all of this discourse that happens often, to suddenly being open to like a more lolcow oriented audience for a certain amount of time, right? So that's changed a lot because he lives in a very insulated community, and now there's a large group of people that he's interacting with who fucking hate him. And I don't think he's ever had to deal with that much hate before. Maybe when he was fighting with Charlie, but I doubt it. So with that, he ends up getting like a girlfriend because people were calling him a virgin. But it wasn't just getting a girlfriend, it was posting the girlfriend on social media to flex that he got a girlfriend, which ultimately led to him posting his girlfriend's Instagram account or something that could identify her Instagram account. And he basically got his girlfriend doxxed for some reason. I don't know why. He has the gene. He has the lolcow gene. It was a whole fucking shit show that was going on. This was after the drama that we had with him, but it was just It's unhinged. This guy, like, he will get roped into conflict and he will just act hilariously, similar to what we're going to see right now. And I noticed randomly, this is in August 11th. So this is, was this yesterday? This was yesterday. I don't even remember this. Why do unhappy losers live for drama? I think I stole this tweet off of somebody because I still haven't seen the video and I can't watch it here because he basically fucking abuses TMCA to fucking silence criticism, same way that he did to Chud Logic or whatever. So I vowed to not watch a full video of his on stream because he'll just strike it down. But he posts a video saying, is drama worth it? And he puts Willie Mac Show, Hassan Piker, XQC, and I thought this was initially Boogie, but it's Chud Logic. Isn't it weird that this guy turtles and cries when he gets criticized, but pokes every few months when he's not in the news? And keep in mind, he said he won't make a response video to us unless it reaches a certain view threshold, because Kiwi Farm has put his family in danger, and he kind of accredited us being Kiwi Farms, even though him being like a public spurgy lol cow is what got him the attention of the lol cow farming viewers, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, he posts this video, and but he still hasn't responded to Willie's video, which met his view threshold. So I put this out, it got a bunch of likes, not even really like a super well performing tweet for me. And then this Geneva suggestion person who has 6 followers tweeted out, at DarkViperAU, why poke the bear? Which I think is a totally valid question. Like, if your whole thing is like, you want us to leave you alone, you hate drama content creators, you don't want to be known for that, you want to make your GTA stuff, you want everyone to leave you alone, why would you make a fucking video with 2 drama content creators who've made videos and content on you in the last calendar year and 2 people you fought with historically over the past few years if you just want to be left alone? Well, if you wanted to know, here it is. Holy shit, dude. We gotta get some music for this one. Oh my god, dude. This guy has like a history of doing this. He just, like, he drops a whole video script essay in the replies, okay? Every single time. Holy shit, dude. If this is a serious question, let me yap at you for engagement, because my PC is broken. We'll get to that later. It is at least somewhat interesting. There are no bears with any interest in me. There never have been. I just keep offending the dregs of the online ecosystem. The whiny drama children. I simply do this by existing, and rightfully. Like most creators, thinking they're dumb. Those who buy their lies and stupidity are not my audience, but I sincerely do pity them. Nicholas DeOrio is a grifter. He's openly stated that all of what he does is for show. He doesn't actually believe the things that he's saying. He just knows what a particular audience wants to hear, and he irrationally hates me. Bro, this guy is gonna provide so much luxurious milk for the boys in the next few years. Oh god, dude, this is so fucking free. Holy shit. Keep in mind, I was the guy who literally just shit on Jake Weedle at the entire disdain of my fucking VOD audience. And basically said the guy's a fucking loser and didn't pile on the Mr. Beast video like 3 days ago. Okay? Like, just to be clear, I literally was at odds with my audience like 3 days ago, to the point where like people were accusing me of deleting comments when I had to switch the video because mine got demonetized and I went back to the stream. Just to be clear. Okay, there were multiple highly upvoted comments that shit on me in that one, but let's keep going. It is why he has further stated that he hates to be reminded I exist, while also following every utterance I make and tweeting about me literally hundreds of times. Okay, so this is nuclear. All right, I know this concept might be a bit virgin to you, Dark Viper, but do you read my Twitter every single day? No. How did you find my tweet? I know, crazy concept, okay? Someone sent it to you. How did I find your video? This is gonna be crazy, but I'm sure you could find the person who tweeted this that I literally stole this screenshot from. I ripped it off my feed, stole it, and posted it. I don't watch you. I think it's funny when you talk about us because we're going to talk about you. Because when I talk about DarkViperAU, he makes a tweet spurging out and looks like a fucking loser in front of thousands of people. When Dark Viper talks about me, I get paid. I get to go on stream and call him an asshole because I think he's an asshole. It's not irrational. You DMCA'd my friend, you fucking retard. Like, what do you mean? This is totally irrational, dude. Because we make fun of him because he's the guy who wrote 14 pages about copyright abuse. He acts like he's the expert of content creator copyright abuse and the modern day reactor. And he had to hire a lawyer because he's too stupid to fill out the DMCA system. And it took him 6 months to strike my friend. That's really funny. Okay, I'm sorry. It's really funny, dude. I'm going to talk about it forever. I am his obsession. That video has almost no views. Okay, it has like 60,000. I checked before. And it's one video on my channel. When I uploaded 3 videos on Keemstar this week, he is mentally unwell and projects this on me instead of getting help. Dude, are you debating the mirror? Who are you lying to? When he screen captures these videos and lies about their contents, he similarly knows who follows him won't watch. You should watch everything this guy makes and report back to me so I know where all the funny shit is. All right, I'm not gonna watch it. You guys should. But I mean, you guys don't have to. Kiwi Farms does. And don't really care what's true regardless. While Nick's self-hatred has led him to lie nonstop about anyone he believes is better than himself in often very creative ways, these videos of mine specifically come from a channel dedicated to my rambles. I will shift from my views on behavioral psychology to the size of my cock and how long it takes to eat soup. It's largely run by my editors, and these are not serious videos. This is where he uploads all of his responses to us. There's quite literally nowhere else I could go for this information. I show up in his stream chats and he shoos me away whenever he's talking about a current trending drama, and then he uploads videos addressing us. Yeah, that's where I watch them from. They get a few views relative to my actual work and are usually ancient by the time they release. They are a side project that just break even monetarily speaking. I tweet in a large part to make content for that channel and will be reading this into a video for it. Hello, future me. Okay, so we're gonna get to watch him read this document. So he basically wrote a video script and gave it to me for free. I don't know. Well, you should probably rush it out before I get mine out. So you can't just, I don't know. This shit flinging for content that Nick and his fellow kids need to play for relevancy is a game I can't really win. I mean, you could just not spurg out and win. What are you talking about? You could just win. Like, yeah, you could just not look like a tremendous loser in just one of these, and you'll gain like a ton of respect from people. Yeah. Even when I can ignore how pathetic it all feels, I usually can't sensibly dedicate enough time to it. Then why poke? Why? Why poke? If you can't dedicate the time it takes to interact back and forth, and it pisses you off this fucking much, okay, why start the fucking conversation if you know I'm gonna go on stream and talk about it? That's insane. Insanity. It's the definition. I'm gonna definition this. You're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Why engage with me then? I'm not talking about you. Well, I was, and you'll see why. Here it is. Literally everything else I do is more rewarding, and thus more worth the time. Even what I know of Nick has been given to me by my mods. By the way, those are his only friends, okay? And my viewers in clips and screen cap. So you know how it works then? Then why? Wait, so you know how the flow of information goes as YouTube content creators? And you're willingly choosing to give me this narrative that I follow you around and I look at every single thing you do when you yourself are living the experience of people sending you shit all the time. I'm a drama YouTuber. Don't you think that people send me more clips to react to, considering this is like my daily thing? This is what makes me different from them. I create things of value, so I don't need to whine or lie for engagement, which is all they have. Can you imagine needing to cry day in and day out about stuff you really don't care about just so other kids will acknowledge your existence? Nothing more sad in the ecosystem. I have just found out that there's no downside in just laughing at these idiots passively. This guy tweeted, I can't respond because I'm in danger like 6 months ago. All he does is lie. Okay, bro, internet anarchist, he bullied internet anarchists for talking about him because he was pretending he never had a conflict with Charlie, or just the fact that it's been resolved is enough to not bring it up in any official capacity in a video essay when he had like a very vocal back and forth with Charlie. He just leans on his stupid autistic viewers and pushes them in a different direction because they'll just regurgitate whatever lie he tells them. This whole tweet's projection. But I do have a strayed thought about these things, so they end up on the channel. It is neither interesting or calculated. It's just yapping. Welcome to social media, where we can assume Nick is salivating at the idea of, oh my god, I can't believe DarkViper wrote another essay. That's true. That's exactly... I woke up this morning, looked at my phone, and I went, I can't believe DarkViper wrote an essay. That was very good. Oh god. I am giving him this boon of the acknowledgement he so very clearly craves, so he could just feel like somebody just for a moment. I feel like these brief moments where he could stop hating himself as much as he hates everyone else are the only things keeping him alive. I act to literally save a life, even if, by every metric, that life is not worth saving. I'm just that nice of a person. I'm gonna go back to fixing my PC now. Sorry, this story will also be in rambles. Dude. That was the nicest way anyone has ever told me to kill myself before. Dude, it's just one of those, like, what am I supposed to say, dude? You're definitely not mad right now. I'm definitely the triggered one. You've got me. Like, what am I supposed to say? I will say, this is the most creative way I was told to kill myself. So what do I say to this naturally? Well, I just read this for the first time on stream right now. You got my raw reaction to it. But I reached out with a helping hand because, honestly, it pains me to see a fellow content creator without the one thing that you need to be successful in this space. And that, my friends, is a brand new PC. Listen, chat, I love you guys too. And I'm going to tell you right now, you guys need a new PC. You know, I'm telling right now, you need a new PC, okay? And you should get it from my link of StarForge. I am an affiliate, by the way. If you're wondering, I am an affiliate for StarForge. You should check them out. They make awesome pre-builts, okay? I got one right here. The thing is fucking silent, okay? I got their Voyager Elite 2. It's amazing. I said you could get a new and better PC from StarForge, owned by renowned React streamer Asmongold. If you want to contribute to Asmongold's lifestyle, you can get yourself a StarForge PC right now for the low price of, I think I paid like $5,000 for it. It's fucking sick. Great PC, 4090 in there. It's got RGB fans. They actually had to delay it because the fans that were initially supposed to be in it got sanctioned by the US government because I guess the initial company they were using, Deep Cool, ended up selling fucking cooling equipment that was being used to blow up people in Ukraine. Guess what? If you don't want the cooling that blew up people in Ukraine, you can get the ones that they have in there now. No more Deep Cool, okay? So if you want to support the React Grift by Asmongold and you want to say no to DarkViperAU, you could buy a StarForge too, okay? That's my shill, okay? I'm an affiliate with StarForge, and do you know why I got that affiliate with StarForge? I got that affiliate with StarForge quite literally because of this whole thing. Hold on. Because of DarkViper. This is a computer. I love it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, okay? I bought this because DarkViper ended his entire friendship with Carl Jobst over taking this sponsorship. I knew that I wanted to give my money to Asmongold because he literally burned his friendship with Carl, who knew him in real life, over this fucking computer, okay? I do believe I know why DarkViperAU banned me, so I'll just say it. He can correct me if I'm wrong. At the end of February, I released a video which had a StarForge PC sponsorship in it. Immediately after I released this video, DarkViper banned me. StarForge is partially owned by Asmongold, who DarkViper does not like because of his 14-page React essay document. So DarkViper banned me, I assume he means block, because he promoted Asmon's company. And he had very recently spoke on the phone with DarkViper just before this. They were friends right up until the point that he puts the video out. It certainly had nothing to do with the drama that DarkViper's Reddit is dredging up. So they were talking about Carl being like a white nationalist and shit, which he wasn't, obviously, and some crazy things like that. DarkViper did email me after this. Yes, this is the reason. So he confirmed that they literally ended their friendship over fucking Starforge. Okay. I will never hold it again against someone for not wanting to be my friend or talk with me, nor should anyone else. I find this reason to be unhealthy and not a good thing, but it's not why I'm upset. However, ending a friendship without giving the other person an explanation does make you a bad person. Dark Viper has made it clear he does not owe me or anyone else anything, and he will do as he pleases regardless of how it affects. Okay, so do you know why Carl Jobst shilled for this PC company? Other than the fact that they make awesome PCs. Literally have one, not paid, not sent to me, bought it with my own money. The reason why Carl Jobst shilled for this PC company is because he's getting sued by Billy Mitchell. Okay, his legal bill, I could show you the clip. His fucking legal bills per month were exceeding, what was it, $50,000? He went into this. Let me see if I can get you this clip. All right, this guy needs that fucking money, and he's not shy of saying why. Yeah, he's being sued by somebody. That's why he needs this money. That's why when he didn't take the sponsorship during the Gerard the Completionist stuff, it was actually pretty important. Because that money was in his pocket and he didn't take it because he was doing an exposed video on that. So this is him explaining why he needs money, why he took not why he took the sponsorship, but why he takes sponsorships on videos like this.
I am angry. I'll try not to let that impact this video too much, but it will have some kind of impact.
I've never heard a YouTuber be this transparent about something like this.
And I want to let you know why I'm angry. At the end of Mooney's video, he has an entire section highlighting how much money he thinks I made from talking about open hand.
So somebody tried to be a bit underhanded about Carl taking sponsors.
That's around $40,000 in YouTube income and $16,000 in sponsorships. Our lowball figure is about $56,000 made on the back of these accusations, roughly the annual median American male individual income.
The implication is that I profited from the situation and that my motives aren't trustworthy. Perhaps I made my videos just to make a quick buck. This isn't a new tactic, I've seen this before, but here is the truth. I lost money covering the open hand story. For example, for November when I first covered this story, I already had 3 sponsors booked in for that month.
This is how he does his sponsors. He takes the months in advance.
That means I was always going to make 3 videos. It doesn't matter what videos I put those sponsors in or what the topic is, I'm still going to be paid the same. This is because I actually cancelled one of the sponsors because I released my first open hand video without a sponsor in it. That sponsor money was already in my pocket. I had to proactively cancel it and forfeit the money I was already promised. If I had covered any other topic, I would have included that sponsor and I would have made more money. And just so you know, that sponsorship was worth $8,000.
He sacrificed $8,000 to do good research on a video and make it so that people didn't immediately discount it because it had a sponsor.
And what you need to understand is that it's not just my money.
Oh, he's a good dude.
I have a wife and son. It's their money too. It's my wife's money just as much as it is mine. I'm sure if you asked her, she'd really like to have that money. And I'm also sure she doesn't give a single shit about any of this online drama. But more than that, you have to appreciate the situation I'm in right now. I'm dealing with a frivolous lawsuit from a psychopath. My legal bill just for the month of November was $50,000.
And Dark Viper's fuck you for taking the Asmongold money.
I could really fucking use that money right now.
But yeah, I mean, it's insane. So yeah, I posted this to shit on him and I gave that backstory or whatever and I fucking posted my thing. But yeah, I think this is genuinely what pissed him off. I legitimately think me posting a picture of my new PC and posting a picture of him screaming is why he's freaking out. And if I had to guess why he's calling me a grifter, I said, and this post isn't a joke, I was in need of a new computer and I decided to specifically pick the one that Asmongold directly benefits from because DarkViperAU flipped the fuck out at Carl Jobst. I figured going above and beyond to become an affiliate would be a good gag when I inevitably make my Dark Viper video. I guarantee that is the thing that pissed him off because I don't like React content. I just think that Dark Viper is a net negative. I think he's worse than Hassan. I think he's worse than Asmongold. I think people who abuse the copyright system because they're fragile little pussies and threaten to do fucking overseas lawsuits to silence fucking criticism because their whole dream is to get the copyright fucking ruling in a court of law and change fair use for everybody else. I think that person is dangerous. I think that person is a bad person. And I think that their footprint is worse than any lazy reactor who's stealing content. Yes, I think Asmongold is the lesser of two evils, and I would gladly send him my percentage to buy this PC just to flip you off because I think it's funny. Because I think it's really funny. Yeah, that's my position on the PC drama. And it's just like Dark Viper is such a fun lol cow to make fun of. Like, yeah, dude, I'm fine with it. If you want to keep messaging me and fighting with me on Twitter, I'll keep talking about you. Because I get clips like this.
So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if live streaming he is more successful than I am. It is a weird thing to say out loud that a known pedophile being outed as a pedophile will still be more successful than me as a live streamer.
This is what his brain jumps to when he talks about Dr. Disrespect, is that a known pedophile will still drive in more viewership than... Like, this is the guy telling me that I secretly hate myself. Okay? The guy who last year was talking about how he has no friends, and this year he's comparing himself in terms of viewership with a pedophile and down on himself because the pedophile is going to get more views.
Wow. I suck. Phrased in those terms, that doesn't seem very good.
Like, it's so good, bro. This is, no. So don't say stuff like that. Somebody in chat said, I would not say that. But I mean, he said to me, what did he say? I feel like these brief moments where one can stop hating himself as much as he hates everyone else are the only things keeping him alive. I act to literally save a life, even if it's one not worth saving. So look, my chat's first thought is this guy's going to blow his brains out. Not my first thought, but if we're taking the, let me see. Let me use one of his words, projection. Yeah, if he's projecting this, yikes, dude, you should call a self-help line. All right. I know where to get it. Hold on here. If you're feeling bad.
My name is Lex, and this video will be my final response in regards to the allegations I'm being accused of by my ex-girlfriend, Reagan McNulty, or Pierce Softy.
Here. Okay. So if you need it, the suicide crisis hotline is right here. Okay. It's 1-800-273-8255. If you need it, Dark Viper, okay? Just to be clear, all right? I've never had to use one of these in a video before, but if you need it, it's right here. Just check out this video, okay? You're not alone. So then people started talking about this, and I to be honest, I don't know what the thread looks like now. I saw it this morning, but holy shit, it was really funny. This was really funny, dude. I had a really good time, like, reading some of this morning. So the YouTube drama Reddit posted it, and I swear to God, these guys hate me. These guys hate me. I just want you to know. I've talked so much shit about these people. They do not like me. Like, posts that support me get downvoted all the time. When they agree with me, well, they're all prompted with, I hate Nick DeOrio, but he's right in this one instance. And when people agree with me in the comment section, they're all like, dude, it's crazy. I have to agree with DeOrio on this one, okay? DarkViperAU calls out DeOrio's constant remarks about him. Capitals, long Twitter post ahead. And this is what it looks like if you fit it all into one screenshot. That's not even readable. It's not even fucking readable. Isn't it weird that this guy turtles and cries when he gets criticized, but pokes every few months when he's not in the news? Dark Viper. Well, I took that personally. So here's the discourse about this. This is what the people think. I thought that Dark Viper just made stupid long GTA videos. I'm completely out of the loop. What? He's against React content, infamously writing a 14-page document and comparing React content to rape. And then, like, wait, I guarantee people got mad at this because anytime you bring up the fact that he compared React content to rape, you get 15 turbo autists in your comments saying, actually, he did not compare it. It was a hypothetical. He used that as an example. Or it's like, okay, no matter the context you place it in, the implication of treating a React YouTuber saying that they just take what they want without asking and making a joke about how they would like spike your drink at a party is completely fucking unhinged. Even if you like give the most charitable interpretation of it, it's still unhinged. And it's the fact that that's the only thing that people took away from his essay that broke him a couple of years ago, and now he's like infinitely looping. He also got upset when he didn't get the first ever. He got upset when he didn't get one of the GTA runs, to the extent that he called the run that did it fake initially before apologizing and explaining himself. So he's been like having this lolcow gene even in his own community. Earlier this year, he received a harassment campaign after trying to copyright strike Chud Logic. Now, he got criticized for abusing the copyright system. Thus pulling all of Chud's friends in to start drama farming him, which includes DeOrio. Okay, if you strike anyone for bullshit reasons, you literally deserve to have the news cycle run a train on you for the next month. All right, that's totally justifiable actions. People are still bitter about it, despite Viper dick-eating the guy every day since, yeah, that's how drama works. Yes. Yeah, you could apologize and eat dick for a while on that. It's not going to change the fact that, like, yeah, people are going to make fun of him for it. The gaming community operates in this bubble where they think if you apologize for something, or you have the person say, guys, it's off, stop fighting, that something just magically goes away. That doesn't exist outside their community. He said React YouTubers are not one to ask for consent after they get what they want, like how someone would spike someone's drink and only apologize after they've done it. This is the relatively unknown tactic called hyperbole. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so when I said turbo autist, I didn't have an example. I have an example now. This is, oh my god. Is this him? DVD? This is an alt, right? He said that React streamers are not one to ask for consent until after they get what they want. Like how someone would spike someone's drink and not only apologize after they've done it. Wait, hold on. Dude. Look, I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. Here. Okay, but that is a lot of paragraphs in the Dark Viper comment section. This guy is really fucking active in this thread writing paragraphs, all right? I'm sure we'll see him again. Yeah, it really makes you think. Listen, he said that React streamers are not one to ask for consent until they get what they want, like how someone would spike somebody's drink and only apologize after they've done what they've already wanted to do. This is the relatively unknown tactic of hyperbole. OHKO is a community activity that everyone worked towards, and he was one of the main contributors. He was upset that his months and months of work and editing that video were usurped by someone uploading something earlier than him. But he also apologized, which I guess only happens if you like the creator. And yes, he copyright struck someone reacting to his content. You're allowed to do that if someone uploads entire VODs where they watch someone else's video, and they are free to strike it. And if he wasn't justified, then YouTube would not have accepted it. They didn't accept it. He had to fucking hound them for 6 months, and then they took the video down. Just to be clear, he filled out the forum, and they did not accept it. And if Chud honestly thought he was in the right, then he would have taken it to court, but he didn't. Okay, because the rich YouTuber said he was going to sue him across the fucking continent. Okay, and the fucking, yeah, the single dad didn't take that chance. I'm crazy, I know, crazy. All of these situations, you're painting him in the worst light for no reason, seemingly defending leeches like Chud, Hassan, like XQC, which is kind of sad. I hope you get better. This is chat. Dark Viper is going to get outed within the next 6 years as running a horde of alt accounts similar to the Onision stuff. That's my speculation. I have nothing to back that up. It is purely my speculation. I think this guy is going to get hit for having a horde of alt accounts because I've heard some shit, all right? I've heard some shit on the back end. I've seen people write stuff that I've only seen this guy say in private, so I don't know. Listen, I got shooters. I know what's going on, bro. To be fair, I think rape survivors are pretty within their right to find a certain example of hyperbole distasteful. If his belief is that the reaction content is theft, which I don't personally 100% agree in every case, I see his point, which he's entitled to. By the way, this commenter gets ratioed here. Does that commenter come back? Oh my god, like everyone's fighting with him. The guy, okay. Not sure about the others, but he made 2 videos breaking down his document while simultaneously responding to Moist Critical. I knew Dark Viper was an asshat, but holy shit, comparing React content to rape. Comparing React content to rape. He didn't. It's depressing how many people did not get the argument. He was specifically responding to the argument that some reactors would make when they ask for content to keep when they keep their reaction once it was uploaded instead of asking for consent to make it at all. And his response is that you don't ask for consent until after the fact, and he used rape to exemplify why that logic doesn't hold up. Okay, so in layman's terms, he compared React content to rape, right? If you see somebody write something like this, correct them. He compared React content to rape. I don't care if you write the same thing in 3 paragraphs. He compared React content to rape. If you think that's severe, that's fine, but he did it. Okay? He compared it to... He basically just bitches about whatever's currently bothering him. By the way, again, he's talking about drama. Let me see what his channel looks like. I could totally get owned right now because I didn't pre-look this up. Okay, so this is the big GTA streamer on his Rambles channel where he addresses all of our criticism. So we have addressing the YouTube drama community. By the way, this has 29,000 views. He said my 60,000 view video was low viewership. Mr. Beast will be fine, unfortunately. Okay. Dr. Disrespect returns, sort of. Okay, so your last 3 videos are drama. Okay, cool. All right, just to be clear, last 3 videos, all drama, by the way. Just to throw that out there. What else we got here? I didn't read a single word of it. I'm curious how you were surprised. I only know this guy's name because YouTube Shorts recommended me, and almost all of them made me think this dude is a reaction farmer. So much so that he's approximately 5 channels that I actually decided to hit don't recommend this on. Are his long form videos are different because his shorts 100% gave me a vindictive vibe. I don't care about this. I'm not trying to read all the negative comments to Dark Viper. Let me see. Back up to the top because we just killed that big thread. I barely know Dark Viper, but every time I see him, it's him yelling or complaining or causing drama. But you said he doesn't like drama. He always types up an essay that's way too long for any normal person to read. Dude's got to find something else to do because you only ever see him ranting or complaining. It's because these moments are the ones that get amplified and circulated the most. No, it's because, I don't know. The average YouTuber doesn't care about GTA content 10 years later. Honestly, Don't Poke the Bear writes a brand new 14-page essay on how Nick DeOrio is some supervillain for laughing at him. Dude constantly complains about drama, but he can't stop engaging the best possible way for his naysayers. He's a borderline lol cow. I wouldn't say borderline. That's a fair point. It's not even naysayers unless there's some new drama. I miss none of these people have talked about him since the React drama. Because shocker, nobody gives a fuck about a GTA speedrunner. DeOrio lives off of drama. If you're looking for the keys, then you better check the pockets. I mean, Dark Viper does have some points here, and I'm definitely no big fan of Nick, but it feels like a bit of a contradiction to paint Nick as being a grifter who doesn't at all care about what or who he covers and only puts out drama videos for attention, but also someone who thieves over Viper's very existence and watches his every move. That's such a good point, chatter. Holy shit. Wait, that's so true. Wait, I don't know. How can I be someone who just lies for content or whatever and just makes shit up to fuck people? And simultaneously, dude, I'm also stalking you because I really just want to ruin your life and I'm super invested into your drama. Holy shit. And starts drama because he personally hates him. Those are like 2... By the way, I started drama in the past with Dark Viper because I really fucking hated him because I personally think that he's ruined the React content discourse. I thought before Dark Viper's document came out, I made my video on React content creators, and it's not about viewership, it's not about any of that shit, okay? Every time that people go on that video or they talk about that discourse, something I talk about often because I typically agree that people like Hassan, Asmongold, XQC are all like leeches, they all just quote 14 pages. This guy has poisoned all of the discourse to the point where you can't even have this conversation publicly because you get laughed out of the room. Me and Tom were in on this years ago, okay? The problem is I don't agree with his position, and if you don't agree with his version of it, nobody cares because they only think of the 14-page rape guy. I think he's like Hassan's controlled opposition that he's been deployed into fight to make everyone around him look worse. And I don't think you could even have a conversation about React discourse anymore in 2024 without mentioning this guy's name and then the whole conversation getting spiked into the ground like a football. Those are like two completely different narratives. The point where it seems like at least one of them probably stems out of some form of projection. Like even people who hate me see this guy projects. Like Nick's either invested or not. Okay, we read that one. If schizo posting was considered literature, DarkViperAU would be Shakespeare. Oh God. I like Dark Viper's content, but he clearly wants / needs to be in drama. I thought when he had a girlfriend, he'd stop. Oh no. Oh God. I don't think that's what it is. He just can't help speak when people are flinging shit at him. No, dude, we left this guy alone for months. We left him alone for months. He says he films these things months in advance. When was that? I wonder if that section on that video was filmed before the Starforge tweet. I wonder, because he says they're filmed like way in advance, right? So I bet at the time of recording, I hadn't even tweeted that. I think he only mauled it at me on Twitter over the Starforge tweet. Isn't this kind of proving Nick's point? Yes. Listen, I hate the current trendy response being, I ain't reading all that, but realistically, this guy is just going on his monthly breakdown, and what he's saying isn't really worth anyone's time. Dude, the people who hate me don't even want to hear this guy torch me. That's crazy. I never liked the guy. He comes off as a miserable dude. Looks like he hasn't showered in days. That applies to Nicholas and Dark Viper. Good one. He used to be miserable and had health problems. Now he's living a good life. That's awesome for him. Isn't Dark Viper the guy who got so upset with people reacting to his videos that he's currently trying to sue some guy in England from Australia using an American third party? Chud Logic illegally re-uploaded Dark Viper's video. Like, he's convinced his whole audience that he was posting a straight rip. Okay? He's convinced his whole audience that there's no commentary in this video at all. It's totally disingenuous. He said that he knew what he was doing was wrong. The only reason he did it was... He said that he knew what he was doing was wrong. The only reason it was drama because YouTube falsely agreed with Chud Logic. By the way, in Dark Viper's tweet... Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, that was the commenter. My apologies. I was going to say... the commenter, who's definitely not Dark Viper, said that if YouTube wanted to take down the video, YouTube took down the video, so we should use that to agree. But this other chatter, who's Hokey Pokey AD, doesn't agree with that. Because I thought that was initially Dark Viper. My apologies. Which took several months because YouTube copyright system is ass. It is not. YouTube copyright system is great. It benefits the content creators and not the big organizations that fuck us in the ass. If you fill out the form correctly, though, you will take a video. Dude, I'm sorry. Do we have this? Does anyone have this on them? I can't just sit here and tell you that Dark Viper is retarded. Can I pull up the... Does anyone have this response that he gave where he went into a whole diatribe about... where he went into... Because we have Dark Viper's whole email conversation from the feud. And he started talking to the... It said, like, what would you like to take down? Like, the form, it's like the email form. What would you like to take down and where did the copyright thing happen and where's the video from? And he wrote some crazy... Yeah, this is it. Here, look at this. This is why his strike didn't go through. So the question was, like, how much of the copyrighted work was used? And he jumps in and goes... Hello, I have made a very particular study of fair use. For example, I've read Matt Haas versus Ethan Klein, ET12016CV03081, and Where is the Fair Use by the lawyer Jessica Vogel that covers all relevant precedent in fair use in America. I am perfectly willing to hire a lawyer and argue this in court. If you choose to reject this dispute, I will merely circumvent you and serve him myself. If you have not read either, feel free. And then he just sent, like, YouTube the definition of fucking copyright. This guy is retarded. This guy is fucking crazy. Okay, this is an insane person. This is why his DMCA did not go through. How much of your work is used? All of it. Every single frame. Not the bare minimum necessary for differentiated work. It was a watch party of my work.
I always do the possible.
How is the market for your original work affected by this? There is no reason to watch the original if you have viewed the re-upload. All information and graphics have already been seen. Does this significantly transform? Like, This is why it didn't go through. And it didn't go through for like 6 months until he hired a lawyer and bitched at YouTube over and over again and then blamed YouTube's copyright system because the guy who wrote like a fucking 14-page dissertation on how copyright law works was too retarded to fill in the fucking boxes in the YouTube copyright tool. That's what we're dealing with here. DeOrio really is, in fact, a grifter. Not to mention, he has a history of lurking on this subreddit. He practically lives off of... Why are you going to the YouTube drama Reddit? That's the point. That's what we do here. I can't stand either of these guys. Dark Viper just wants attention and seems unstable. Not sure why people ride so hard for him in this sub. He's fucking insufferable. He's a fucking insufferable idiot who cries constantly. Dude literally compared React content to rape. Fucking gross. Let's see if this guy comes in the comment section. That's definitely exactly what he did. Yeah, it actually is. Oh my god. Where is that guy? The guy who has like 100 comments on here. I was hoping to see him more. Don't really think Dark Viper is a good dude, but he's not exactly wrong about the drama commentary community on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Dark Viper, the same dude who defended Dream, stating his run wasn't cheated after it came out that it was mathematically impossible. Really? Did he do that? I don't know that for a fact, so don't take that from me. About the time he talks about drama, all of his content's about his content was all about drama. I mean, yeah, he goes through months or whatever where he posts like a ton of rambles about drama. In fact, his last 3 are rare YouTube drama taking the side of the bad party. Honestly, I don't know how rare it is, but most of the time this place is on the side of the people who are right. But I guess the longer the response to someone's defamation, the less valid it is. How y'all live under the law, under any law, astounds me because they're a lot longer than 14 pages. So the rape that he compares React content to, if you don't read the law, you'll just rape people. I listen, I haven't read the law, so that means I guess I didn't know I couldn't rape the bad party. This is the same guy from above. Are we sure this isn't Dark Viper's, like, is this publicly Dark Viper? Am I spurging? Honestly, while I try to be neutral in my post, I sort of wish I gave more of a positive light to Dark Viper here. Sure, it's long, but the man likes to yap and has a reason to his points. He said the reason everything he says is so long is because he does not want people to misinterpret what he says. For the rape comparison, saying reactors share behavior with rapists is bad and will result in negative responses, which is why he discussed it in the context of 14 other pages of writing, and the surrounding text of that quote was something along the lines of the mindset reactors have when talking whether they want or taking whatever they want and not asking for permission to do so is the same mindset people have when they decide to drug someone's drinks at a bar. It was to make the final point based on the paragraph, so explaining why he thought the behavior was abusive. That's why he writes long. He wants to make sure there's much more context for what he says, the way people can understand what he believes more thoroughly. People will have a harder time taking his words as worse than they were, and if they can, he always points to the rest of what he said to explain what's being discussed. Like, I don't know if it's him. 6 meticulous paragraphs. Why do unhappy losers live for drama? It's a good distraction from reality. Background noise. Why don't you like listening to Boogie stream at the top of his lungs in the background? I do. Dude got upset over 14 pages and used it as a soundbite. No, he didn't like how Ethan Klein would repeatedly bring it up despite him only being responded to because he watched the beginning of the video about the 14-page draft and complained it was 14 pages too long. It's a soundbite that out of context makes no sense. The context was a couple people exaggerating a simile he made, and he was saying there were 14 other pages of content around the one sentence, yet Ethan saw him make a funny face, cut it, and repeatedly used it on stream to mock him. It's just petty. I'm so tired of hearing about this guy. It could be me, it could be him. Dark Viper is the guy who couldn't stop crying for weeks after a no-name beat the GTA run first. I wish he would just play GTA. The drama content makes him look really sad. This man makes GTA content. How is that more valuable than React content? You're playing a video game that someone else made. It's arguably just video game reaction content. By Viper's own definition, theft. You could argue that it's just as lowbrow as any of the drama and commentary by his own metrics. Like, he speedruns the campaign. Why would I play the game if I've watched the entire story on Dark Dumbass's stream? DeOrio is a dickhead in his own right, but the reality is that Dark Viper is insecure about his content, so whenever he's criticized, he goes on these long rants that nobody reads or watches to try to put himself above his critics, while saying essentially nothing of value rather than just making better content.
Nicholas
Like, just
DeOrio.
accept your own content or make it better. You're not going to convince anybody by debate lording until people think your content is more valuable than commentary and drama content, when all you do is fuck around in Grand Theft Auto. Jesus. Dark Viper is my goat. Based, I love his content. Downvoted. It was just a Dark Viper tweet. The commentary community fell off so hard. It's all YouTube drama farming now. Dude. What the fuck did you think commentary was? I'm at a loss. How the fuck did you get here? What? What do you think they talk about? If they don't talk about drama, they're not the fucking commentary community. They're the movie community. Or the gaming community. That's what commentary is. What do you guys think you're doing in the drama subreddit? You're not even in the r/commentary community. You're in r/. Okay. This guy can't help himself, can he? Charlie stuff. Don't use the R slur. He would no doubt still get a ton of negative feedback. That's what his career entails. I mean, Dark Viper is more overzealous in his beliefs than attention seeking, which I generally categorize Nick as. He's more overzealous in his belief than attention seeking. I mean, he doesn't want to debate Destiny because it would yield no real results, as Destiny is a loser who's going to stick to whatever makes him money. He did lose money on taking down Chud Logic's rebroadcast of his ramble, and he did quite tactically diffuse the Carl Jopes drama in a pretty reasonable way. Dude, nobody thinks that it was reasonable that Dark Viper ended a fucking friendship over Starforged PCs and Asmongold. Unless you're from his audience. That's unhinged, dude. Nobody thinks that at all. And the way that he acted in that drama was fucking crazy. What? I agree with Dark Viper that Nick is always shit-flinging stuff he doesn't believe in for content. It just tells me you've never watched my content before. But Dark Viper is pretty overzealous in his approach, and it does alienate people. It was really funny when he was trying for a speedrun and some other guy beat him and he lost his mind claiming that the title was his, the speedrun was his. I don't think he did that. That title, Dark Viper is constantly correct about his stances. I'm a fan of how he expresses his views in the most exaggerated, overdramatic way possible. Like, I don't understand how you could possibly, in good faith, refute his stance on React content. But because a single hyperbolic sentence, the script, most people completely wrote him off. Jesus. Dark Viper has and always will be a parasite that sucks the blood of creators. He seems deranged. Holy fuck, I'm not reading all that. Who cares? I couldn't finish a single DeOrio video. That's interesting. The disgusting ear-piercing laughter and over-effeminate, emasculated voice is a huge turnoff for me. Also, if I sounded like I had too much plastic in my balls, I really wouldn't use gay as an insult nearly as casually as he does. Holy, that hit harder than Dark Viper's paragraph, I will say. It sounds like you want to watch somebody who's more suicidal than me, though, and who doesn't laugh as much. If you want to, that's Dark Viper's channel. Dark Viper's got to be the most basic milquetoast white man on YouTube. Jesus Christ. Dude, I've been waiting for someone to say it. The problem with Dark Viper is he's white. I feel like people hate Dark Viper because he defended himself and makes compelling arguments. Dude, yeah, dude, guys, chat. The whole reason we don't like this guy is he makes way too compelling arguments. Oh my god, 18 minutes. Wait, he's still active in the thread. That wasn't even here last time I checked, dude. What is going on? Crazy dick riding. I used to watch his content when I didn't know any better. He used to ramble like a madman during GTA speedruns and complain about everything. Genuinely unpleasant, dislikable person who complains about drama, yet somehow it follows him everywhere he goes. I fucking wonder why and how. He's a moron with a loose tongue. He got himself involved in the Dream fake speedrun shitstorm and switched sides after 10 minutes talking with Dream on stream. Holy lying through your teeth, Batman. He rambled during speedruns because he would play for hours in a day and talk to chat just to keep them engaged. He made a channel compiling his rambles, and it's pretty successful. Drama follows him because stuff he believes in is unpopular in the YouTube space. By the way, anti-React is not unpopular in the YouTube space. It's unpopular in the Twitch space. Asmongold is like the only YouTuber who gets away with it, and most video essayists, except for like Turkey Tom now, but that's more recent, do not like this activity. Like, I don't know. Like, everyone was super in JX's corner with Hassan. It's literally just him. In fact, the video Chud got struck on, if you're wondering what video it was that got Chud struck, was a video that he posted, and I recommend you go watch the full thing for yourself, where it was like, am I jealous of Jack's Films? Because Jack's Films was doing the React thing, and everyone was like understanding what Jack was doing and supporting Jack with Sniper Wolf. And he made a video where it looked like he was genuinely depressed that Jack was getting so much support, and he wasn't. And he's talking about how like people were stealing his talking points and stuff like that. And it was like, or just regurgitating the same stuff he'd already said, and a different person said it, and then people took it or whatever. It looked like it was a bruised ego to me. That was my personal takeaway from it, because it's literally him just coping and seething that Jack's Films is successful in the thing that he really wants to be known for. Drama follows him because the stuff he believes is unpopular in the YouTube space. Specifically that he thinks React content is bad, but since it's extremely popular on the internet, a lot of people have dogpiled him for expressing it. Defending yourself from the biggest YouTubers on the platform is not encouraging drama, it is trying to end it. And it has worked with Charlie being the first to blow up nonsense drama, but also being reached out to by Dark Viper, and now they're friendly with each other. He's a speedrunner. Of course he would talk about the biggest news in speedrunning history. And yes, speedrunning looked fake because it was 100% faked. So he talked about it, and then he talked to people involved that changed his mind. Boo-hoo! Someone's beliefs change after getting a new perspective. They must be an angry grifter who has no morals. And about the parasocial relationship, no, I watch him occasionally. Defending someone from slander is not the same as imagining you're best friends with them. I'm not Carl Jobst. He's a content creator who I defend like any other content creator who people are unjustly and ignorantly berating. According to your logic, everyone who thinks anything about an online content creator is correct and right, unless it's in support of that creator, and then you must be a parasocial relationship with them, because why else would you argue against someone calling them a rape apologist? Yeah, no, I think this is a different guy. I don't know where this is coming from, this whole lore of that this might be Dark Viper.
What is Bunty King to you?
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas DeOrio?
Let me see. What's this one? I mean, this guy seems to have a lot of knowledge, though, you know? I'm sorry, just because YouTube took down a video doesn't mean they think the strike is legit. YouTube has no say in the matter. They have to take it down. That's true. YouTube has... So the way copyright works is YouTube has the not fair dealings, that's the UK law. They have safe harbor they have to maintain. So if YouTube becomes an arbiter in copyright and they lose their safe harbor status by doing so, by making judgment calls on legitimate cases or whatever, cases that where they fill the form out correctly, right? They would lose that safe harbor status. If YouTube ever lost their safe harbor status, they would then be liable for each and every copyright violation alongside the person who posts the video. YouTube would grind to a halt in 24 hours, maybe not even, maybe 6 hours, for the amount of copyright claims and stuff that are disputed daily, right? If YouTube was liable for every single copyright dispute that they were in, it would be game over, game set match immediately. Anyways, fair use, not fair use, what's it called? What the fuck? I just totally said it, I forgot the fucking word. Anyways, they have this whole, this thing is in place or whatever, so YouTube isn't liable. And the trade-off is that they can't, like make judgment calls on what they think is fair use or not. It's a legal takedown notice. The DMCA is sent to the party, names are exchanged so the lawsuit process can take hold. You can either eat the strike and do nothing, which serves as basically a cease and desist, or you could file a counter notification, and the next step is either the video goes back up or this goes to court. This is why the copyright system is largely beneficial to content creators, because in cases where you're being falsely struck, right, where they can't take it to court, all you have to do is file the counter notification. The trade-off is that you're going to lose your fucking information, but it's not like YouTube is punishing you by sending your docs to this person. This is a legal thing, right? The only time YouTube kicks back something like this is either they're doing a favor for a large content creator, which I personally have never seen, but I've had big YouTubers tell me that they've gotten handouts. I can't personally vouch for that. I've been told it does happen, but it's not happening for Chud Logic. The more likely reason is the form was filled out incorrectly. So when people were trying to file DMCAs on Onision's behalf, they kicked it back and he sent it to us and said, hey, I didn't file these. It turned out to be Anonymous Gene. Right, that way back in the day. That's what happened there. Dark Viper, it appears he used the email form. I don't know if he used the boxes or he used the email one. He filled out the form incorrectly. They kicked it back. That's all that happened. Okay, I'm sorry, but just because YouTube took that video doesn't mean they think the strike is legit. Yeah, because if it does, you wouldn't have safe harbor. YouTube really has no say in the matter. They have to take it down. No, they don't have to take it down. As someone who's had videos stolen, does this person have a channel? Guys, I'm not saying it's him. Can no one's spreading misinformation. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not lying. Stop. No, they don't have to take it down. As someone who had videos stolen, YouTube will look at the grand scheme of things and act accordingly. One video was straight rip of mine, and they took it down. The other clip used clips of my video without referencing me, and I reached out to that content creator because it wasn't enough to strike it. I wasn't going to strike it because I knew YouTube wouldn't think of that was substantial enough. My point is, YouTube believes that it was stealing content. My point is that Chud does not believe it was fair use. If he did, he could have just fought against the strike, which would have ended up in court, and Viper was willing to take it to court. So the legality of the React content was actually discussed. The one legal case close was with Ethan Klein, but that was about criticism of content. Not reacting live on, it was literally about criticism, but whatever. And re-uploading in its entirety. Chud did not take it further aside from complaining his video got taken down because he knew he was in the wrong. But he also knew that his audience does not care about legality and only cares that a boring video of his was getting censored by a meanie or whatever. Do these people think court is free? Yeah, to people like Dark Viper who made millions in casino, court is free. Yeah, and this is 29 minutes ago. He's like active. I'm sorry, they are active. I think there was that one Freudian slip. I'm not even joking. I kind of think it's a fan. He had that one Freudian slip where he said that he had strikes on his channel, then he pulled it back. YouTube link is right on the top of his page. Okay, so here's a YouTube channel. What is this? Oh, does this person speak? Then that could debunk it.
Taylor Swift is an artist who...
Ah, it's another Australian! No!
...style of the album and more catchiness than the other tracks have.
Oh, chat, we're blue balled. It's another Australian. That's so sad. He's just a turbo Dark Viper fan. Isn't that crazy? I think that's it. It's a fucking Australian, dude. We tried to tell you guys were all fucking hook, line, and sinker. It's always the fail YouTubers. That's Vark Diaper, true. Oh god, that's funny. My video about Ellis Mark is using my Ooh, what is this? My video about Ellis Mark using my content for my compilation in this video has now been privated. This is not because I have conceded because of the backlash. It's because Ellis Mark apologized. To quote him, "I'm so sorry. I've added credit to your channel in the description." Wait, it's Ellis Mark was the guy who fucked this dude? And he wrote this to no one. They share the same voice but a different pitch? No, they don't. Shut up.